This is The Top, where I interview entrepreneurs who are number one or number two in their industry in terms of revenue or customer base. You'll learn how much revenue they're making, what their marketing funnel looks like, and how many customers they have.
I'm now at $20,000 per talk.
5 and 6 million.
He is hell-bent on global domination. We just broke our 100,000 unit sold mark.
And I'm your host, Nathan Latka.
Many of you who I've met in person have seen my unbelievable dashboards that I built. You know, I'm an analytics like crazy person. I love the data, and I love presenting the data in beautiful dashboards that my team can use on their mobile devices, their phones, and TVs throughout the office. Now, the way I do this without having to hire a big development team is at nathanlatka.com/analytics. It's using a company called Clipfolio, and I'll tell you more later on in the show how I use them. It's nathanlatka.com/analytics. This is episode 630. Coming up tomorrow morning, you're going to learn from Greg, who his company SalesWise just raised $3 million and finally launched their product. They're brand new. They're currently helping 12 customers develop better relationships with their data. Good morning, everybody. Nathan Latka here, and our guest this morning is Matt Vaxelaire. He is the CEO of Mention, where he moves all Trello cards to the right and closes deals. He splits his time between Paris and New York City. Matt, are you ready to take us to the top?
Yep.
Very good. So tell us what Mention does and what's your business model. How do you make money?
Yep. So Mention is Google Alert on steroids. So basically, we allow any company to know what's being said about their brand, competitors, and products in real time. How we make money? So we are a SaaS subscription-based service. So people buy subscription.
And what is just to avoid going into every individual customer kind of cohort, what's the average customer pay you per month?
We have different type of segment of customers. So we have the SME type of customers that pays on average $65 a month. And then we have the mid-market that pays on average $400 a month.
Okay. And again, if you just take an average across your entire customer base, what would you say the average is?
The average would be, I don't have the final number as we really make the distinction here, a number between those two.
Yeah. Okay. So call it maybe like $150, $200, something like that.
We launched not so long ago the mid-market offer, so it would be closer to the SME pricing.
Okay, so closer, so somewhere between you said $60 and $400.
Yes, but closer to the $60.
Got it. Okay, good. Okay, great. So let's get some more kind of the story here in terms of maybe a customer that's using you guys. Tell us about a customer using you.
Yeah, let's take an example. A potential customer could be Nike.
Tell me though, don't tell me about a potential one though. Tell me about one that's actually using you and how they're using you. Like I know you have Ogilvy, right? Ogilvy's using you.
Correct. A lot of customers do not accept for us to share of course, their information and who they are. But let's take Ogilvy as a customer. So this is an agency.
Yeah. So Matt, tell me how they're used. So if there's other agencies listening, they're going to learn by you telling how Ogilvy is actually using you. So how is Ogilvy actually using you?
Ogilvy is using Mention to track campaigns they're building for their own clients. Okay. So let's say Ogilvy is McDonald's as a customer in South America. They want to launch they're launching a special campaign for McDonald's over there. And so they're buying Mention to offer McDonald's a comprehensive view of the impact the campaign has online.
Okay, got it. And is that how the majority of your customers are using you? I see you also have a segment where you can kind of find influencers and do kind of custom insights as well.
Yeah, so other customers will look more at what you just mentioned, more the influencer tool. And so we have other type of customers that are much more interested to do influencer detection, to connect with influencer, whether people already talking about them or that should be talking about them.
Okay, and then tell us more about kind of the story here. Is this something where you've you've bootstrapped or have you raised capital?
In between. So
Wait, Matt, how's that an in between? You're either self-funded or you've raised capital.
No, we raised capital very, very early on. So when we launched 2013, and since then we're now 45 people in the company. We haven't raised money anymore.
Okay, got it. So so you were founded in 2013. The first amount of money you raised, how much was that?
$500,000.
Oh, $500,000. Okay. And you haven't raised any since then?
Correct.
And you mentioned you're 48 people now?
45.
45. And where are you guys all based?
New York and Paris.
Okay, about evenly split?
No, 10 people in New York, 30 people in Paris.
Okay, cool. And
5 people.
And 5 people where?
Remote.
Remote. Got it. And then, okay, good. Let's kind of pull the story forward. So in 2013, what were you doing before you launched the business? Did you come from kind of industry, or have you always been an entrepreneur? What's your story?
Long story short, more of a finance background, but I was in entrepreneurship, working at a company called eFounders, which is a startup studio that builds startups, on average 3 to 4 startups per year. And actually Mention was one of the startups built by that startup studio.
And so you helped build it and then decided you wanted to spin it out. Is that what happened?
Correct.
Okay. And then, that was 2013. So fast forward to today, how many customers are you serving on a monthly basis?
On a monthly basis, we have more than 600,000 users, and we have several thousand paying customers. Okay. More than 4,000 paying customers.
Okay, so 600,000 total users, and then you said a little over 4,000 paying customers. Help me understand for folks listening, what would people, if they want to use you guys for free, like the 600,000 people, what do they get for free?
A limited version of Mention. So basically, they can track one keyword, usually their company, the company name, and can get up to 250 mention a month for free.
Got it.
Okay, so your company appearing 250 times in the news per month.
And then obviously they have to pay.
And then if they cross that threshold, they would move to a paying version.
What other kind of economics are you using to encourage people to move to a paid plan besides usage numbers? Like, do you have upgrades based off number of seats or upgrades based off number of products? What other things do you use to upsell?
Yeah, we use 2 other things: number of seats. Okay, if you want to collaborate or if you want to share stuff with a colleague, then you need to move to a paying version, and as well features. Okay, so you mentioned one that is very appreciated is all the influencer dashboard. This is not accessible on the free version, or the analytics part as well is not accessible on the free version. Those are good reasons to move to the paid version.
And are these mostly no-touch sales, or do you have an inside sales team that upsells folks?
Okay, that's a very good question. On the SME segment, there is a no-touch sales model. Okay, so it's all marketing driven, all automatic. However, for the mid-market part that we launched 2016, Mention Enterprise, this is really inside sales driven.
And how many people on your total team of 45 are inside sales?
Inside sales, we divide this into 2 groups. There is really the inbound team that manage all the incoming leads. Those are 6 people. Okay. And then we have the outbound team that is doing prospection.
Got it. Okay, got it. So how many people are on the outbound team?
On the outbound, there are 6 people as well.
Okay, so about 12 total, specifically focused on either outbound or inside sales. Okay, great. Good. Correct. And then can I do them? So I'm going to get a minimum here. If I take a minimum of 4,000 customers paying a minimum of $60 a month, it's fair to say you guys are doing at least about $240,000 per month. Is that accurate?
Yes, at least.
As a minimum.
Yeah. At a very minimum.
You're laughing because you're going, our revenues are actually much higher than that, right?
No, yeah, higher than that, yes.
Yeah, good. I'm just going off the range you gave me, so that's helpful to understand. Take us through some more of the kind of economic stuff. So anytime you have a price point kind of in the $60-ish range per month or as an ARPU, you're dealing kind of with small businesses, and churn is sometimes an issue. What are you guys at in terms of a gross customer churn per month?
We are much more focused on MRR gross churn or MRR net churn. On the mid-market segment, we would be on average something from 3 to 2% of gross, okay? Not net churn, and I'm speaking MRR. Yeah. And of course, that number is much, much smaller and could be even negative on the mid-market side.
Is it negative?
The fact is, we launched the mid-market segment 2016. It's a yearly subscription. So one could argue we don't have enough. Yeah. But what we see, we already have 1 month of history. Yes, the numbers look very promising.
Got it. So just to summarize that, you have your mid-market cohort, which pays somewhere between, that's the lower plan, right? Right, Matt? Somewhere around $60 a month?
No. That's the SME. So mid-market, they pay $400. Yes.
Got it. So just to summarize the mid-market then. So your mid-market price point is around $400 per month, and you're seeing 2 to 3% gross monthly MRR churn. However, net negative revenue churn on that cohort is close to negative. However, you only have 1 month of history.
Correct. But I want just to reiterate, where we have almost like negative net churn is on the mid-market, where they pay $400 a month. However, on the SME, okay, they pay on average 60 months, and here grows 2 to 3% per month.
Okay, got it. So you're saying,
yeah,
okay, sorry,
sure
I misunderstood that. So
yes.
on your cohort paying $60 a month, you have 2 to 3% gross MRR churn. On your cohort paying $400 per month, you're almost, you're basically at zero churn or almost net negative churn.
Correct.
Understood. And then what about you have a lot of customers, over 4,000. How are you getting new customers?
We have, on average, every month, 10,000 people that sign up for Mention, regardless of marketing action or whatsoever. This is thanks to the product, people speaking about Mention. This is one way to get customers, or 3 other acquisition channels are paid, inbound marketing and outbound strategy.
And each month, just on the paid channel, about how much are you spending?
Not much. We're still at the very beginning, anything from 5 to 10K.
Okay, and so you're kind of testing that still. Where are you running tests? Facebook ads, Google ads, or is there some other unique channel you're testing?
Yeah, like mostly it's on Google, but we're testing platforms such as like GetApp, Capterra. We did a little test with G2 Crowd. We haven't tried anything yet with Facebook, except promoting our own content. But we don't do really like paid demo requests on Facebook.
Do you have enough data yet to know if G2 Crowd is working well for you?
The first results were not encouraging.
Got it. Sorry, you're not what?
We're not positive.
Not sure. Okay. And then talk to me. Do you have, imagine a lot of the reason you're getting this traffic, 10,000 free users per month, is you have a content strategy or something like that. Is that accurate? We
used to have a strong open content strategy, meaning by that, like articles on the blogs, but we moved away from this to generate leads with the content. So exclusive content strategy, so landing page, ebooks. This does not drive free trials, okay? And it does not work very well on SEO because it's gated content, but it generates leads for the salespeople.
Okay. And if you take kind of a fully weighted customer acquisition cost, so including any paid stuff, including any salaries of the people focused on user acquisition, what are you willing to pay to acquire a new paying customer?
Very, very it makes no sense to put one number here, as we discussed with different customer segments, like different teams, different acquisition channels. So we don't even look at one number, We of course have one number for each channel, and usually we have a number for the mid-market. I would say for the SME type, like no one I've mentioned is currently focused onto the SME part of the business.
So if we just focus on the mid-market cohort, and I know you have different CACs per channel, but if you take an average, and this is less about what you're actually paying and more about you as a CEO when you're looking at the data and returns from these tests, what are you willing to pay for a new mid-market customer?
I can go up to 1K to pay for a paying customer.
Got it. Also, and then obviously the payback period on that is about 3 months or 2 months, right?
Yes.
Okay, makes great sense, Matt. Very good. What's your goal? What's your goal for 2017? What revenue target would make you really happy if you hit it?
So the goal is we've been bootstrapped, as I said, since a couple of months and years. So here it's about accelerating. So there will be a fundraising on Mention 2017, and of course, when the fundraising happens, we'll have an impact on our growth, as we'll grow much faster with the funds. So difficult to say, but it will be doubling the size in terms of revenue of the company in 2017.
Do you think you'll break, $800,000 per month in monthly recurring revenue by December 2017? Is that a good number or a
With a
bad
good
one?
No, with a good fundraising, yeah.
Okay, so you're in the process of fundraising now then?
Correct.
Got it. And then your goal would be with that funding to help drive, and hit a monthly recurring revenue target by December of this year of somewhere around 800,000. That would be good growth for you.
Very strong growth. Those are the type of numbers we're looking at.
Like I told you guys at the top of this episode, I have amazing data, and you guys know from my interview style, I love data. But what I love more than data is making it actionable via beautiful dashboards that I can view on my phone, on my TVs in my living room, or even on my laptop as I'm traveling. And the company that I use to create these dashboards, which pulls in data from my Libsyn backend, my Google Analytics backend, Salesforce, and other data sources, is called Clipfolio. You can see an example executive dashboard or my social media command center or my web metrics dashboard at nathanlatka.com/analytics. That's nathanlatka.com/analytics. And you can try it there for free for 3 months. Okay, it's Clipfolio. You can try it free for 3 months. Everybody else has to pay. So you get it free for 3 months. Alan's a good friend. He's the CEO of the company. He came on the show. I said, I love your product. Can I feature it? So nathanlatka.com/analytics. Go check it out now.
Okay, Top Tribe, I have to tell you, many people go, Nathan, you came out of nowhere. Your website's growing so fast. How'd you do it? The answer is simple. So I use HostGator. I don't know if you guys know that, but I use HostGator. And the reason I do, they have like about 4,500 free templates I can use because I don't code. They've got a great e-commerce plugin. And guys, I bug the heck out of their support. They've got 24/7 support, which I love. So what I've done is I've worked with them. You guys know I make great deals. If you go to hostgator.com/Nathan, you can sign up, get your own domain for 30% off and a 45-day money-back guarantee. Okay, again, I make great deals for you guys. Go to hostgator.com/Nathan to grab that now.
Awesome. Well, very good, Matt. I appreciate being so transparent. It's super helpful. Let's wrap up here with the famous 5. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Number 1, what's your favorite business book?
There's The Art Thing About the Art Thing.
That's a good one. Number 2, is there a CEO you're following or studying right now?
Big fan of Moz CEO Rand Fishkin.
Yep. Number 3, is there a favorite online tool you have, like Acuity Scheduling?
Favorite online tool, I would say Mention. And on top of that, it's a tough one. We use, there is one great tool that we use that's called all.ao. That's basically a segment on steroids.
What is it? All.ao?
So HULL.ao, which is basically segment on steroids, so done better, that allows you to store your data and manipulate your data. And this has been a tremendous help for marketing, sales, and customer success team to improve process, gain time, and add a lot of automation in everything we do.
Oh yeah, I'm on the site right now. That looks like an interesting tool. Cool. Number 4, how many hours of sleep do you get each night on average?
I need to sleep a lot. I have kids, so I don't get enough, but I hope like at least 8.
What do you get though, typically?
I would say anything from 6 to 7, but I need at least 8.
Okay, and how many kids do you have?
Twins. 2.
Twins.
Yeah.
All right, and so and how old are you today?
31.
All right, so last question. Take us back 11 years, Matt. What do you wish your 20-year-old self knew?
2 things. Do more things and read less, as you learn much more by doing than reading and spending time on TechCrunch. That's one thing. And the second thing, that network is undervalued. So it's massively important.
All right, guys, there you have it. Do more things, read less, and remember your network is where all your value is. So focus on building it. From Matt, who founded Mention back in 2013, raised capital early on of about $500,000. They've got 2 cohorts they're tracking closely. One is their SMB market that pays somewhere around $60 per month. And then they have their mid-market folks that pay closer to $400 per month, where they've already got, almost 0 gross churn per month, maybe net negative revenue churn, but the sample size is small currently. They're doing again, about 4,000 customers, so doing a minimum of $240,000 per month in revenue. They've got a team of 45 people based between New York City, Paris, and other remote locations. For his mid-market segment, he's willing to pay up to $1,000 to acquire those customers. Again, focused on making it easier, especially like a Google Analytics or Google Mentions on steroids. Matt, thank you for taking us to the top.
With pleasure. See you.
If you enjoyed Matt's view today, go back and listen to Jennifer yesterday. Her company GasSend just started out, raised $700,000, and they're using roof meters to tell Mexican households when their gas is almost empty. Very interesting business model. It would mean the world to me if you guys got any value from this episode, if you would go leave a review on iTunes right now and then subscribe. You know, I hustle like heck to get these episodes out every freaking day for you guys. And trust me, I love it. I would do it with no listeners, but boy, oh boy, it makes my day and it makes my team's day when we see great reviews and get your feedback. So thanks so much.
Top Tribe, I love giving away free money. I feel like Oprah giving away cars, and I have something special for you today. How many of you have heard our super sharp guests talk about success they've had with Facebook and Google Ads? Well, all of you listening right now, yes, if you're listening, you get $100 in free AdWords. Here's how you get it, okay? Again, thanks for listening. Get the free $100 from Google, right, when you sign up with my website host provider, HostGator. Go sign up now to get your free money. HostGator.com/Nathan. Again, that's HostGator.com/Nathan.